Alright then. Let's see what happens here. Let's see how this goes. So, I borrowed this game off my sister. It's called The And. Yeah? Huh. Okay, so the premise is The And is an Emmy Award-winning experience that explores relationships by creating the space for honest communication and deep listening.
Fucking hell, this is going to be interesting.
It facilitates an environment for vulnerability, more meaningful moments, and stronger understanding for one another by making challenging conversations easy and fun. Alright then. So, how the game is played. There are 4 rules. First rule is you sit facing each other with a comfortable distance between you. So is that like out of punching this? Well, I can't. I'm gonna probably have to lean across. Well, yeah. Okay. So it looks like we've established that. Choose an equal number of random cards from the deck. So I just picked out a load, but in all fairness, the smartest way to do this would be, because there's a bag of questions, I don't really feel like going through a trillion of them is the way forward. So just get that quick shuffle for me, please, whilst I read out the other 2 rules. Rule 3 is that you take 30 seconds to relax and look at one another. Alright, we'll worry about that once we've picked an equal number of cards. For the purposes of the tape, how many cards are we going with each?
I don't know.
Pick a number. While she figures out a number. Rule 4. Alternate asking and answering through all the questions. So does that... Oh, every question must be asked, but you do not have to answer a question to earn the right... Oh. You don't have to answer the question. To earn the right to remain silent, you must look the person in the eye for 10 seconds before saying pass. Let's see how this plays. So, have you figured out a number yet?
It doesn't. I don't care. Whatever.
How are we doing this? You know what, Sadiq? We'll just go with 10 each. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but it could be like hella long. I don't know what these questions are like. Is that 10 each?
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So now we'll do the... I'm holding them like a deck of cards, like I'm playing poker. Not that I know how to play poker.
Oh, so you can choose what one you want first.
I don't think it really makes a difference, to be fair. But we're supposed to do this whole look at each other 30 seconds thing. Let's face it, that's not going to work for us. Yeah, like I said. Alright, you know what? Let's just skip that bit. And just shoot the first question. See, this is why I ain't looking.
No sense.
This is why I ain't looking at my cards.
Have a look, Samuel. What do you know is absolutely true about you?
Well, I'm answering the question, so I should know what's true about me.
Go on then.
It's not an actual easy question to answer. Ew. Why does it have to start like this? By the by, There are 199 questions in this box. I get stumped on the first one. It's not a good start. So, what was it again? Something about...
What do you know is absolutely true about you?
It's a pretty vague question. Now, I'm trying to think of what is an actual significant truth that would bring value to the response, but... I don't know what's true about me. Oh, okay. So I'll go from this perspective. What I do know to be the truth is that I'm having one of the best years of my life. I think I finally achieved fuck it status. And letting go of certain things, not worrying about things and just going with the flow seems to benefit me. That is a truth I have come to understand. So, yeah, I'll go with that. Now the thing is, I don't know whether or not you're supposed to answer that question, or is it just back and forth?
Answer each of those questions, I'm guessing.
Okay, so.
Oh, God.
What's a lesson your parents taught you that you now know is false?
That there was a Santa.
That felt like a bit of a cop-out because, let's face it, was that a lesson?
A lesson that was now false.
That being said, I would have said something like,
You already know the
if you eat the
situation
bread
already,
crusts,
so
it'll make your hair curly. Something like that. But, okay, so Santa's not real. That's fair enough.
There wasn't really much else, so yeah.
Yeah, let's just... Okay, cool. We're going to go with Santa's not real. Ross. I already don't like where this is going. Why is it when we play these kind of games, I'm the person that always gets the jacked up questions?
This isn't no, because I think I know. Anyway, what do you think I doubt the most, which I should not?
Ooh.
I possibly know the answer.
Well, you probably should know the answer considering it's you. However, I don't know. I feel like it's a very... Maybe I'll just overthink things. But I feel like it's an awkward question to answer on your behalf. And that's not me trying to get out of jail either.
I think it is.
It's really not. Because I have to take into account that what I say is on camera and can be viewed by pretty much anybody. So I'm not just going to blurt out a response for the sake of blurting out a response. Read me the question again, please. And I'll try not to do the United Nations diplomatic response. But
What do you think I doubt the most, which I should not?
like I said, these questions are very, very broad. So there's many different ways you could go about this. So for the purposes of the camera, I'm going to go from the career perspective.
That's just a cop out, but okay.
It is a cop out to a degree, but it's also an actual accurate answer. So I'd say you work in the retail sector, but that's not where your passion lies. I feel like you're not willing to gamble on yourself to pursue what you're actually passionate about, because you enjoy the stability of the regular, I know what I'm doing each week, I know where I'm going to work, and I know what's coming from it. So in that regard, I feel like it's not a cop-out answer. I feel like realistically, your passion lies with flipping floristry, and you do it wherever you can. But I feel like if you actually did that for a living, you'd have a way more positive experience of employment. So even if it's not self-employed, if you were just doing it for a regular job, I feel like you'd be more fulfilled. But that's my answer to that particular question.
Okay, your turn.
Vagueness of these questions is wild. What's the greatest thing that didn't happen to you?
God. Great that it didn't happen to me. Don't even know.
See what I'm saying about these questions? They actually do force you to think. And the saddest part is I feel like, minus the camera, the responses to some of these questions would probably be slightly different. But with the addition of the camera, it's kind of like,
What's the greatest thing
that didn't happen to you?
Didn't happen to me.
And not only that, I think about it, there's so many different perspectives or angles on your life, yeah?
Yeah, but I've got to be careful what I say because I'm on camera.
Well,
With certain things.
This is kind of what I'm saying to you. It's like, maybe this ain't the game for that. Do you get what I mean? But at the same time, maybe it is, and maybe, like, I don't know. I mean, the whole purpose of freedom is to be free, innit? So we shouldn't actually be oppressed by the question or the answer. However, there are consequences to everything, innit? So it's about being smart enough
to everything anyway.
to weigh up
whatever you do. So
the question and your response. So, just to remind you, the greatest thing that didn't happen to you could be that you dodged a bullet. It's just the way that the question's asked.
I don't even know how to pass on that one. I ain't gonna lie.
What was the rules on passing? Please remind me.
I can't remember.
Okay, so let me remind you then. So, every question must be asked, but you do not have to answer the question. To earn the right to remain silent, you must look the person in the eye for 10 seconds before saying pass. So, if you can do it for 10 seconds without laughing.
So have we got okay.
No. You don't need to do all of that. We'll just go.
There you go.
You didn't say pass. Answer the question.
I don't think the question's valid on thing. Okay, describe a turning point in your life.
There have been loads. This is the thing. These questions are so broad. Like, you could literally ask the same question 3 times a day, depending on someone's mood, and get 3 different responses.
Could ask it a different way, yeah.
You could ask literally the same question. It's actually quite good. So, a turning point in my life. Could be a positive, could be a negative. Driving legally, I'll go with that.
Okay.
I drove illegally for a long period of time and caught myself up in a cycle where it was actually better to continue to do so. So breaking that cycle to be in the position where I am now, I feel like in terms of self-preservation and personal development, that was a big turning point for me, because I could have just carried on doing what I was doing. It would have worked out cheaper in the long run financially to just drive illegally. However, I'm glad that I actually sorted that out, and it's provided certain other opportunities for me to push my life forward. So yeah, turning point, driving legally.
Okay.
Oh, this is it.
I hate this
People, before I ask this question, yeah, I just want to show you the symbol on the card, because I'm not going to show her the card, I'm just going to ask her the question. Yeah, so at this point in time, I'm not sure if you can actually see the top of this card. Let me try and...
Just one walk over my grave.
Right there, yeah. Now, because I feel like that's her response to the question. That symbol. Where do you cross the line? Where would most people stop? So where do you cross the line where most people would go,
Like with what? Like in what sense?
Like I said, these are broad questions, so you have to work out what capacity you want to answer that question in. I can't tell you any of that. You have to figure that out for yourself.
There's only so much I'll take. I'll take. So
it's not about what you'd take. It's about where you'd go over the line, where you think most other people would stop. So it's...
Oh, where I'd go over the line,
Yeah.
not where people would cross my line.
Yeah.
What's my line?
Yes. See your face change then, like, ooh.
I wouldn't, because I kind of, once I've got to know somebody or something, I kind of get to know them where I know where I can actually go, the line I can, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain people I know that I wouldn't push it.
That's not what the question's asking you.
What is that?
What was that? Some kind of fly. R.I.P. fly. Now, let me hit you with the question again, because I feel like this is actually a good one. Where do you cross the line where most people would stop? So, let me give you an example. Yeah? This is an example. I've got a mate who never, ever, 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 ever comes to work when he's supposed to. Now, most people, 5, maybe 10 minutes late. This particular friend, guaranteed gonna be at least half an hour, 45 minutes at the earliest. Late. So that's where he steps over that line. Where
what line would I cross?
Yeah, so if you understand the analogy, what I'm saying is he goes way past the mark of, oops, sorry I'm late, mate. Like, you're blatantly taking the piss. You get what I mean? But it's just a given that you get it, like, yeah. He's not, it'll be here, but he's definitely not coming when he's supposed to.
I feel like there's a line that I'd cross with anything or anyone.
Is that your answer?
I'm being serious. I know the limits to how far I can go.
I'm blatantly lying right now. Oh my god! I half expected some kind of diplomatic response to the question after the analogy, but what you're doing now is a blatant lie. But you know
why
what?
am I lying?
Why?
Yeah, tell me why I'm lying.
It depends on how you look at it.
Go on. No, come on.
From my perspective, where you step over the line where most people would stop, is if you feel like you've got a point to prove. I'm the sort of person, I said what I said, that's it. You, on the other hand, will keep that same point going forever and a day, even when people are like fucking waving white flags and all, like, until you feel like you've proved the point or made the point, you're gonna keep going. So, from my perspective,
because I don't feel like I'm being listened to, that's why.
That would be an example of you stepping over that line.
No, because when I'm trying to say something or, speak on something, I don't feel like I'm being heard. So, I will keep on at it, and I will keep going on at it, because until you fucking hear me, end of.
Who says... So this is the thing. This is my point. You don't get to determine whether or not you heard.
Because with how certain people are, then I know I ain't heard with sometimes the response that they give. So, yeah. Or non-response at all. So, yeah.
I'm just going to leave that right there.
It's my go.
No, it's my go.
No, it's mine. Hold on, I don't even think I want to know this. Oh, God, it was still a check. I don't know if you're going to answer it.
It's alright, I can look in the eyes for 10 seconds and say pass.
What is your favourite memory from your worst relationship?
Favourite?
Guys.
I'm not struggling at all. Not in the slightest. I'm trying to style it like I need to wait to answer the question. What is my favourite memory
from your worst relationship?
Oh yeah, childbirth. Natural, unassisted childbirth.
That's your favourite memory from your worst relationship?
Very insightful. Next question. You can figure that one out yourself, people. Clue was in unassisted. Right. Oh, this is fucked up. Okay. So what?
I don't feel like I want to play anymore.
This is not even that bad. But
Oh God.
I know you're going to come with some jacked up response. So, what do you think is my favourite part of my body and why? Jacked up response incoming.
Well, in your hairline. Is that your hairline?
Oh, fuck you. Talking like I've got the fucking Vegeta fucking or the Stormzy Emos. It's really not that bad.
That's why he's got his hat on. But anyway, what do I think is your favourite part of your body?
Yeah. Look at that question ain't reversed. Be a real short video.
Your bottom. Only because you've always got it out.
So let me get this right. My favourite part of my body is my bottom.
Hey, he's always got it out, people. He's always putting his trousers on, wiggling it at me. So, I'm guessing it's that. I don't actually know, actually. What is the favourite part of your body?
How have I always got it out wiggling it at you?
Every time I've got a video on my phone, yeah, that tonight we pulled it down and wiggled it at me. So, yeah.
That was part of a silent protest, I'll have you know. And that was tonight.
And that was,
so that's not...
And you did it yesterday as well. You did not do it yesterday?
Quite
Yes,
possibly.
Loves to show it off, you see. So what is your favourite part of your body anyway?
It's not for me to answer. Okay. Let's start fucking with your psyche, shall we?
I don't answer. I'll look at you in the eye. It's alright.
Yeah. What's a reoccurring thought of yours that you imagine nobody else has?
About me? So a reoccurring thought about myself? Or just in general?
That's up to you. You answer the question how you want it. But the question was, what's a reoccurring thought of yours, thought that you have, that you imagine nobody else has? So whether it's about you or about the world or whatever the hell, do your thing.
So I always have a thought, yeah, that if... It's going to sound really weird and really psychopathic, but if there's one thing left on the shelf, yeah, anywhere, if I buy something and there's one thing left on the shelf, I have to buy that as well because I feel like it's left on its own. That's what I have all the time with everything. If there's one egg left in the actual egg thing, I have to cook that too because I feel like it's on its own. It's weird. It's a weird thought, but I don't think anybody else would think that. But seriously,
I feel like you may be right.
all the time. I feel like it. I feel like if there's one egg left in the actual thing, I think I'm either going to throw that away. It's going to be left on its own, so I might as well just cook it. Like, it's weird. It's a weird thought in my head all the time. If there's one thing left on the shelf or anything.
Qualified psychiatrist.
No, seriously.
But please leave a comment and explain what the fuck's going on.
But yeah.
Okay, go.
Oh God, let me take a drink.
There's only one shot of drink left. In fact, no, there's 2 shots left. How do we handle that?
What is the most ridiculous thing you've seen me do? Oh, the fact he's got to think about it, that's good. Unless there's loads of
I'm
things.
flicking through a Rolodex of things, actually. I mean, we could start from today and work backwards. The most ridiculous thing
you've seen me do.
See, as long as I've seen it, it doesn't actually matter whether I was there or not. Well, I ain't gonna put you through that.
No, let's be honest, innit? Come on.
I mean, I've seen you to do a few things, but I kind of feel like that one tops the fucking charts. That does.
Which one?
Going down that water slide and hitting the water and coming out topless.
But in all fairness, I didn't plan for that to happen.
Nobody said you did, but that is the most ridiculous thing I can think of right now. So
That's not a bad thing then, because you know it is what it is. It is what it is. Yes, I come down the water slide.
When you realised that they were filming you.
Yeah. You know, but me being me, you know, I was like, oh my God, look what just happened to me. And I sent it to this one here.
Oh, good.
But you know what? That's what I'm about.
So you could have just kept that within your circle and I would have been none the wiser.
I could have, but when fucking, like,
saying that, one of
my
them would
friends' husbands have seen it and everything else, like, yeah, nah.
So you went on a holiday, flashed a man them, didn't you?
No, I went on holiday, come down the slide, I had a boob tube top on, and the pressure of the water going under, I stood up and my boob tube had come down, I had my boobs out. All in the whole of the what you call it. My friend was recording.
The funniest thing was that you didn't realise.
I didn't realise until after my friend started laughing and her son started clapping.
At least you got a standing ovation.
Well,
could be worse.
Could be worse.
Hold up. Who asked the last question?
You.
Oh,
No. No, me. So it's your turn.
Okay. What truly surprises you the most about people?
And how fake they can be. They can be nice to your face, but then so fake. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Like, it gets me how people come across in a certain way, and it surprises me in how the whole character can change within seconds. Because you either are or you are, or you are or you're not. Why can't people just be real with themselves? And
4 decades in, I'm not surprised by that.
I am. I think that's just because of me, because I am who I am.
Too trusting for your own good.
So I haven't been around a lot of people that I don't trust, but people that I have been around and I've seen how they are, it surprises me because I'm thinking, why would you be like that?
Yeah. Too trusting for your own good. Okay.
Let's more go. Put your card down. Trying to miss a go.
I'm just curious. Now after.
What's the craziest coincidence that changed your life? Obviously me. What's the craziest coincidence that changed your life?
Pass.
I never looked at you for 10 seconds. I looked away.
I looked at you. I'm passing on that one.
Okay. Doesn't want to reveal. That's what it is.
What do most people misunderstand about you? I passed because I genuinely couldn't give a good answer.
What does that misunderstand about me?
Yeah. So it was, yeah. What do most people misunderstand about you?
I think they misunderstand my banter in how I am as a person. I think they just misunderstand me, or genuinely. I think sometimes people look at me and they think I'm hard-faced and I'm a bit of a bitch, but I'm really not.
You looking at me for a response? I'm just listening to what you're.
You can laugh what you want.
I'm just listening to what you're saying. I'm not.
They misunderstand of how much of a nice person I actually am. I think, but people judge me by the look of me than to judge me by actually how I am. Because even when I started work, and I only just found out this recently, people thought that when I started, they thought I was going to be a bitch. Just misunderstand that I'm not. They judge me by my look before they actually know me.
Okay. How did I still? Okay.
No, it's my go. Put the card down. You just asked me a question, I just answered.
Alrighty then.
What do you value more in a person, in the person, their intentions or their actions?
Actions goes without saying. People will tell you all kinds of shit, and whether they mean it at the time or not, doesn't mean that they're gonna follow through. So intention is. People say things all the time. Their actions show something different. So I would definitely paying way more attention to people's actions than I do what they say or would necessarily like me to believe. I will watch and see how things play out and make my judgments based upon that as opposed to anything that's said to me. There will always be actions over that chat every single time. Yep.
Go on.
In a parallel universe where I say yes to everything, where do you think I'd be now? Fucking hell. There's no way there's a good answer that can come from... Like, whatever comes out, it's gotta be fuckery. Like, come on. In a world where I say yes to everything.
Oh, God. I don't even know how to answer this because it could be quite a few things.
Just answer it as best you can, innit? Or answer it from the perspective you see things from. That's all you can really do. Bearing in mind, it's all hypothetical. Well, it's a hypothetical question.
I'm not going to answer it because it just doesn't matter. Yeah, actually, it doesn't matter.
So what's that then? Is that a pass?
It's a pass, yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
No. You got a 10-second gaze. Looks away.
I didn't. That's your business. I'm not answering it because no comment. Innit?
So that's 3 questions that have been skipped in total out of
Well,
this.
pick another 3 from the group then, innit? What do you miss the most and why?
I'd probably say when your kids are around a certain age group, you exist to them in a capacity where once they kind of hit puberty, you don't anymore. You become more of an ATM machine or an encyclopedia. Whereas there's a nice little stage around, I don't know, maybe between like 4 and 9, where a parent's more like a superhero. And yeah, I mean, I feel like that's like the golden era of being a parent. If anything, I probably miss that. Where they're dependent on you, but they're not dependent on you. They're something else to it. Do you know what I mean? They're happy for you to... I can't even fucking define it, but I just know that that's the sweet spot. You get 18 years and somewhere between maybe 5 and 10 is the actual sweet spot. And if you don't do enough within that time frame, then you kind of miss the boat and you don't get that time back ever. And in reflection, if you've got multiple children, for whatever reason, you kind of know where you were during that development stage, and the results kind of speak for themselves. So I feel like, yeah, for me, that would be the answer.
Okay, you go then. But I don't think your kids are, from when they're 18, I still think they need you.
I'm not saying that they don't need you. It's just a different...
It's a different kind of need.
Their perspective of you as a parent becomes different with age.
Yeah, I get that, because I'm at the stage now where I need to do as much as I can now, because I know there's going to be a point that it's not going to be that. I do get it.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God. In fact, I said, oh, fuck. Looks like to be a staring contest again.
I doubt it. Well, anyway. Here it is. Here's a question. What... yeah. Can't even get the fucking words out. What do you believe is absolutely true about me?
What do I believe is absolutely true about you?
That I wake up every morning wishing a motherfucker would.
There's a couple of things, actually. There's actually a couple of things, but I think the main thing is the only thing. The main thing that I think that's true about you is, if you want to do something and you want something, you're gonna get it and you're gonna do it. Like, if you've got something in your head that you want to do something, you're gonna possibly achieve that. And you're going to work your hardest to do it.
I'll go with that. I mean...
You do, like...
I can't make everything I want happen, but...
No, you can't, but...
I've got a decent track record.
Yeah.
So I'll at least go for it.
I know if you've got a thought in your head and you want to do something or want to go for it, like, there's certain things now that you want to do that I possibly don't doubt in a few years that you ain't going to do it. Just because you ain't doing it now. I just know that if you want something, you're gonna.
I'll generally find a way. Yeah. I agree with that one.
100%.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Who just asked that?
You asked me a question.
So why do I feel like I just gave an answer? Because no.
It's your no.
No.
It's me.
It was you asking it.
Did I ask you?
What do you miss the most and why? That was not the last question.
No, you asked me the question. What do you believe that's true about me? Yeah, I just answered that, so it's my go.
Yeah, okay. I'm not with it.
Describe me. Hold on. Describe me to a piece of art that made you cry.
No. You need to reread that question and make it make sense.
Describe to me a piece of art that made you cry. God, these fucking questions. I feel like we should answer one more each because we passed two.
So describe to you. No, I skipped one, you skipped two. So in total, that's 3 skipped. Describe to you a piece of art that made me cry. So a piece of art could be anything that somebody else creates by definition. Trying to think how much I'm willing to expose right now. Some weird things have made me cry, I'm not gonna lie. My brain is resisting. I'm trying to think of something I can give you, and that's done it previously. And my brain's like, no, delete files. It's doing it rapid. But yeah, I know. God damn. So, like I said, piece of art, something that somebody else has created. I know it's not a drawing or I know films have made me cry. I know there's been music that's done it too. Possibly even poetry. When somebody says something and it's profound and it resonates with you and there's that connection there, all of a sudden, like, I know exactly what the fuck you're going through or what you're talking about. That can do it. So at the top of my head right now, me being 100% honest, I can't give you an example because, like I said, my brain is in defensive mode and it's deleting files as we speak. But I know that there are certain things I have reacted to in that way previously, and definitely certain films. Definitely, there's certain songs that would also be capable of doing that. I just can't give you an example at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
What's your favourite taste?
My favourite taste. I like a lot of things though.
Didn't ask you that. It asked you what your favourite was.
Oh, that's a hard one, that is. It's got to be mushrooms. I love mushrooms. That's probably my favourite. It's got to be.
I'm not
It's
gonna.
got to be. Because I love mushrooms with everything. I eat mushrooms on their own. Like, I'm not even joking. I love mushrooms on crumpets. Like, I literally have mushrooms with everything. It's no joke.
Fungus muncher. Shit.
Okay, so describe the time you felt most closely connected to nature.
That one time I had my batty out and I was wiping it against a tree because I ran out of toilet paper. Would definitely be the time I was closest to nature. I was lying, by the way. I don't know, because I try to be nature adjacent as much as possible. So there's not like one particular time where. Do you know what I mean? It's like I try to be by the sea as much as I can. I try to be in green spaces as much as I can. I don't think there's a one particular. I'd probably have to go on like safari or some shit and to be able to answer that, because that would
We
be
ain't done, you know. Gone for
profound
safari.
enough for me to say that would be the thing that made me feel close to nature at that time. Like, well, what have I got to do? Swim with dolphins? Like, you know what? I feel quite close to nature just being in the garden sometimes. You know what I mean? So I haven't got a definitive answer for that.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I did is, because you skipped 2 and I skipped 1.
Yeah, so you should have 2 then, not me.
Okay.
I want to say
Happy now. Happy now. But
Okay,
yes,
so you go
what
ask.
you said just made way more sense than what I did.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that. Go there, girl.
Go on in. I'm going to regret this now. I know I should have asked you.
What's the wisest thing someone told you?
Wisest thing someone told me.
Mm-hmm.
No one's ever told me anything fucking wise. It's all been a lie.
Damn.
I think the one thing that someone ever told me is to always be yourself. Never be anything else but yourself. And that's what I've stuck with. I've never tried to be anything that I'm not.
Fair enough.
Okay, what do you think is the next... I can't even say the word.
Really?
Yeah, I've had a bit to drink, you say.
Okay. What do I think is the next figurative mountain for you to climb?
For you to climb.
No, it's for you to climb.
No.
Because you're asking the question. So it would
What
be
do
for
I
me
think
to
is
climb.
my figurative mountain for me? For
Yeah.
me to
So,
climb. So,
I've
you got to answer that for me.
For you,
me.
exactly. This is what I'm saying. For
go on
you
then.
to climb. Okay, so.
Dyesh Road.
That's a mountain for anybody to climb, to no fairness. But what you doing down there, I don't know.
I don't know myself. Been to get some sausages.
Yeah. Nah. Going to the test centre to get a licence, so I don't have to do all the driving. So yeah, that could be a figurative mountain for you.
Can't do it, but I'm too busy paying for holidays.
Sounds like an excuse. If you wanted it, you'd do it. I don't know. I kind of feel like you knew where you stood when it comes to your job and what you were doing with yourself career-wise. I kind of feel like you've been in a bit of a grey area for a good few months, and I think your mountain, or figurative mountain, is figuring out what it is you actually want to do and how you're going to go about doing it. I think like that's your next. You've kind of left things to chance and circumstance for a while, and things haven't necessarily gone.
And because
In
our
you.
situations have been kind of thing.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying to you. It's like, yeah, you've kind of let everybody else roll the dice.
Gone with the flow.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like you've probably had enough of that now, and it might be time for you to start grabbing it by the bollocks and twisting it and deciding what the fuck you actually want to do with the situation and how to make it work for you. That's the mountain that I think you're facing at the minute.
Yeah, I agree.
What a corny question. Okay. Righty then. If you had to choose to live in your future or to live in your past, which would you choose and why?
I'd live in the future. Only because the past has made me who I am today. And I actually kind of know slightly where I want to be in the future. So I'd go to the future. I wouldn't necessarily want to live in my past.
Fair enough. You're looking at me like you're expecting. I don't know what response you're expecting
I'm not
to get
asking
from
I'm
me.
not looking
Like,
for a response, I'm talking to you. So yeah, my future, because I kind of know where I want to be. And I feel like I've achieved some of the things from where I was. From where I was 10 years ago. I kind of knew where I wanted to be. And I've kind of done things that I wanted to do, but people would always tell me I wouldn't, kind of thing. So now I've done them, I know I've got more of a positive future because I know that I can do it if I put my mind to it, kind of thing.
fair enough.
So yeah.
See, normally I take these questions now and put them away somewhere else so that they're not in the pack and they can't influence should we play the game again. Because it's not my deck, I can't do that. So, I probably can until I give them back, can't I? Just like wrap an elastic band around these, and these are, yeah, we've done those. Because there are still 118 total that we could potentially do. But, yeah.
What else are we going to do now?
That was the amusing edition from Skin Deep. Skin Deep, you know.
And it is a good kind of game to get to know.
I can see
Somebody.
where it would be good. I'm just not sure if.
You've got to be open enough to answer the questions. That's all it is.
Yeah. I don't feel like I were open. I just feel like a casual. If these questions came up in casual conversation, you'd probably answer them differently. I feel like even with the fly in the wallness of a camera, and maybe it's not even the camera, it's the case of
No, it's not like we're not strangers. So
it's even. I suppose.
I think we're possibly at a point now where we can actually open up that little bit more. Where, because I'm going to be honest.
It's not about not being honest. It's about knowledge is power, innit? Information is currency. And the one thing I will say about this whole freedom season journey is makes me very fucking uncomfortable. I enjoy it, and it's all part of growing within myself. But it does make me uncomfortable because
I didn't know that.
on the other side of that lens, anybody, and some people are going to like this and some people aren't, and I really don't care what side of the fence you fall on. But at the same time, the whole exercise of becoming a person who generally doesn't actually care about the outcome has come from decades of going through things to get to the point where you finally actually just understand, like, life, this is how life works, and you get one shot at it, and I don't give a fuck what you think. Hopefully you will appreciate why I feel that way about this existence. In all fairness, hopefully you feel very similar, because in reality, you do only get one shot at this, and you can waste your whole lifetime worrying about other people's thoughts and opinions. I'm not saying be ignorant of other people's thoughts or opinions, but you can allow other people's behaviors and opinions to shrink your opportunities and your possibilities and your outcomes, and those scenarios will not benefit you in life. it will leave you unfulfilled. And I finally got to the point where, you know what, going to get everything that they told me I couldn't have. And I don't have to do anything negative, and I don't have to step on anybody's toes to achieve it. Because a lot of people forget that the actual biggest real treasure out here is in the peace. So that's what I'm questing for. And I feel like sometimes doing stuff like these cards, although you're revealing sides of yourself, it goes against everything my gut tells me to do. However, I will continue to do so because it's all part of my personal growth and my pursuit of freedom and inner peace and happiness. So yeah, there's that little nugget for you. Is there anything you want to add?
No, just these games are interesting because it really makes you realise that sometimes when you think you know somebody, you really don't, kind of thing. There's things that come out that sometimes you really don't know a person when you think you do.
You never truly know anybody.
No, I know that.
I'll be the first to tell you that.
No, I know that, but there's so much more, and everybody's got their past and everything else, but there's just so much more that you think you know by being around them that you really don't.
Well, that's part of the purpose of these kind of exercises, isn't it? It's like, you know what, God knows what vaults or what chambers of the brain you'll open up by asking a relevant question at the right time. Do you know what I mean? And this has been going long enough, so before we get all Sigmund Freud, I'm gonna cut it there. If you made it to the end of this video, and like I said before, if there are any psychiatrists watching, please comment, because I want to know what that whole "if there's one thing left on the shelf" thing means. Yeah.
He did say that I had a point now. Let's just remind you of that. I might be right, he said. So
I can't tell you whether or not you are. I'm just saying you may be.
wow.
I just don't have attachment issues to things that are irrelevant to what I'm actually doing.
I don't
So
know.
like I said,
Yeah.
please explain that one to me.
Yeah, please let me know if anybody else feels the same way, because it's weird. It's weird for me, but it's just how I think, and it is what it is.
People, later.
Laters.